The Young and the Restless, spoilers full. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful sunny day, but we are about to dive deep into the absolute chaotic madness of Genoa City. Grab a huge cup of coffee and get comfortable because my brain has been running a mile a minute, and we have a massive amount of drama to unpack together. Okay, so I've been thinking about this and my brain is just spinning out of control regarding the whole Billy, Sally, and Audra situation. Here's what's bugging me. Audra Charles, like what is her actual endgame here? We all saw her at the GCC with Billy on August 17th, right? He was all smug celebrating his hostile takeover of Chancellor, and Audra was sitting there supposedly warning him that his corporate obsession was going to ruin his personal life with Sally. But wait, let me back up. Was she actually warning him, or was she planting seeds? Because the more I think about it, the more I realize Audra doesn't care about Sally's peace. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. No, wait. She definitely doesn't. Audra wants Billy, and more than that, she wants to be the absolute boss of Chancellor. Actually, no. First, I should mention the whole dynamic between Audra and Sally. They were bonding, right? Like really truly bonding. Audra was the one who literally handed Sally the pregnancy test. They had that whole deep emotional conversation about Audra's past miscarriage with Noah Newman and Sally losing baby Ava. How it does not matter, but I noticed how Audra looked when Sally's test came back positive. It was this weird mix of support and calculation. I think it was episode 12 or 13, somewhere around there when they were in the apartment. The point is Audra knows everything about Sally right now. She is literally sitting on all of Sally's deepest, darkest secrets, and Audra has always been a ruthless corporate climber. She wants Chancellor, and she sees Billy as her golden ticket to get to the CEO chair. But then again, that doesn't explain why she would suddenly turn on Sally so viciously. Okay, wait. Yes, it does. Because Sally is getting extremely jealous. And honestly, can you really blame her? Sally is sitting at home pregnant, exhausted, hormonal, and dealing with the immense stress of Billy starting a massive, messy corporate war with Lily and Kane. And meanwhile, Billy is out having drinks with Audra, sharing all his business secrets, plotting, scheming, and laughing. Sally is intensely jealous of their close collaboration. She sees Audra encroaching on her territory both romantically and professionally. It's like she can feel Audra trying to take her place in Billy's heart. So Sally goes on the attack. She strongly attacks Audra, trying to cut off this relationship entirely. She basically tells Audra to back off, to stay away from her fiancé, to stop filling Billy's head with these dangerous Chancellor takeover ideas. Sally is in full protective mode, as she is trying to protect her family, her future, her sanity. She wants to sever the tie between Billy and Audra once and for all, probably thinking she can just intimidate Audra into backing down. But here's where my brain just completely short-circuits. Audra doesn't just back down. She doesn't just walk away and let Sally win. She drops a nuclear bomb. Audra has a terrible, horrific secret. He knows that the baby Sally is carrying is not Billy's. Wait, what? Okay, let me process this in real time. How does Audra know? Did she see something? Did Sally confess something in a moment of weakness that we didn't see on screen? Or maybe Audra did some digging. Audra is incredibly smart. She probably noticed the timeline didn't add up. Or maybe she saw Sally talking to someone or found some medical paperwork. Anyway, the point is, wait. What was the point? Oh, right. Audra knows the true identity of the baby's father. She has been holding on to this massive secret, just waiting for the perfect moment to weaponize it. And who is the father? It has to be Adam, right? I mean, who else could it possibly be? Adam and Sally recently had those secret meetings about selling Newman Media behind Victor's back. They were spending time together. And Adam is always Sally's weak spot. They share the deep, unresolved trauma of losing Ava. And Chelsea has been incredibly insecure lately, forcing Adam to talk about their toxic past. Chelsea even went to Vegas because she was paranoid about him. So if Sally and Adam had a moment of weakness, wow, just wow. The drama of that is off the charts. Okay, yeah, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. What if it's not Adam? What if it's someone completely random? No, that would be terrible writing. It has to be Adam. The dramatic irony of Billy fighting Victor and Adam in the corporate world while unknowingly raising Adam's child is just too good for the writers to pass up. It fits perfectly into the historical Abbott versus Newman rivalry. So, Audra reveals this to Billy. He tells him the absolute truth about the baby's identity. She looks him in the eye and shatters his entire world. And Billy just absolutely loses his mind. He goes crazy and can we really blame him? Think about what this man has been through. Think about his mental state right now. Let's look at Billy's psychology here. Billy is already in a manic state. He is obsessed with Chancellor. He is fighting his own sister Tracy, his brother Jack, Lily, Kane, everyone. He thinks he is building a grand legacy. He thinks he is finally winning. And he thought he was doing it all for his new family with Sally. He was so smug, so arrogant, so sure of himself. And then Audra, the woman he's been scheming with, he's the woman he thought was his ally, looks him in the eye and tells him his fiancée is carrying another man's child and not just any man, but likely his ultimate rival. It's weird, like really weird. The whole thing is just weird. Billy has this long documented history of completely snapping when he experiences severe emotional trauma. Remember when Delia died? He went to the darkest places imaginable. He has that severe gambling addiction that always flares up when he feels inadequate. He has that dangerous alter ego thing that pops up when his psyche is pushed too far. This revelation from Audra is exactly the kind of traumatic trigger that will send Billy spiraling into total uncontrollable madness. And Audra knows this. Audra is a master manipulator. She didn't just tell Billy the truth to be a good friend or to protect him. She told him to break him because if Billy is emotionally destroyed, if he is completely incapable of functioning, who is going to step in and help him run Chancellor? Audra. She wants to be the boss of Chancellor. She wants to take Sally's place in Billy's life. Not necessarily because she loves Billy with all her heart, but because she loves power. She loves the game. She wants to be the queen of the corporate world. Actually, let me rethink that. Maybe Audra does have real feelings for Billy. They do have this weird, undeniable electric chemistry. When they were drinking at the GCC, Billy was so generous, so open with her. Audra might actually think she is a much better match for Billy than Sally is. Sally is always trying to rein Billy in, trying to make him be a better, safer, more responsible person. Audra encourages his dark side. She toasts to his hostile takeover. She enables his ruthless ambition. She might genuinely believe they are corporate soulmates. But wait. Audra initially warned him. She told him his obsession would ruin his life with Sally. Was that reverse psychology? Was she testing him to see if he cared more about Chancellor or Sally? And when Billy ignored her warnings and kept drinking and celebrating, Audra realized he was ripe for the picking.